got to say it. The Suns are an abomination to the game of basketball.
Oh.
Like, how are you an offensive team, but you can't score no points?
Man.
That's like being an air conditioner, but you can't cool no rooms. You being a watch, but you can't tell no times. Being a phone charger, but you can't charge no phones. The Suns are an abomination to the game of basketball. In what world can you have Devin Booker on a court, Luka Doncic on a court, Kevin Durant on a court, but Austin Reeves is the second or third best player on the court? Somebody make that make sense. And shout out to you, Austin Reeves, 28 points, another phenomenal night by you. How can you have a team that is predicated upon putting the ball in the basket, but you can't put the ball in the basket? 96 points you had. That's the least points you scored since January 20th. You're not built to play defense. That's fine. Don't play defense. Score more points than the opposing team. But you can't score more points than a team that's lacking the player that scored the most points in the history of the game of basketball, that is LeBron James. Somebody make that make sense. Furthermore, if you're not doing what you're doing on the court, between the lines, then how you going to argue with your coach off the lines? Because you're not doing good enough to argue with nobody, Phoenix Suns. You're not doing good enough. And then how much longer are you going to let Luka Doncic sun you? That's the whole organization. Suns, you already let Luka outscore you in the conference semi single-handedly as a team. And then yesterday, again, Luka Doncic at half had more points than Kevin Durant and Devin Booker combined. How much longer are you going to let Luka sun you? I'm tired of it. Abomination to the game of basketball. That is what the Phoenix Suns are. I'm going to stick with the macro. I'm not even going to get to the micro and talk about Kevin Durant or Devin Booker individually, but it was embarrassing.
It was a bad game, right? And disappointing loss for the Suns. Watching that game was hard for me because I'm a huge Kevin Durant fan.
Yeah, KD like
right?
that.
And I didn't recognize Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
That's not Kevin Durant I know. My favorite player. That's not him. Booker, I mean, that's not the Booker. I didn't recognize him either. Turnovers. Him and Kevin Durant just turning the ball over left and right and then scoring, bad shots, selections. I mean, everything that we loved them for, I didn't see at all yesterday, right? And then the crazy thing is knowing that they losing like this and getting embarrassed, the way the effort, I don't care nothing about the talent part, but the effort is for me. Like, they're not trying to play defense. They're not closing out no shots. They're not hustling. It was like a free-for-all. It was like a pickup game at the YMCA. and they have two golden Olympic starters on the team. And they playing like that? Yeah. Listen, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of when I was with the Eagles and they claimed that we were the dream team.
Yeah, I remember that.
All these superstars everywhere. And everybody say they gonna win. They gotta win. They all them players. And we didn't make the playoffs like they not about to make the playoffs. And everybody makes the playoffs in basketball.
Yeah.
It's disappointing, and I won't watch another Suns game unless I have to for my job. Because I'm used to saying, like, one thing about KD, and people have all these narratives about leadership and all that other stuff that you like to talk about. KD is a competitor. There's nobody that loves to play the game more than KD. And when I watch the Suns, I don't see that out of him. And it's time for him to go. Because I feel like they are bringing him down. Yeah, I said it. They bringing him down. We talking about the God KD?
Yeah, that's what
play with them dudes, man. I watched Booker, man.
I can't let you do that. I can't let you do that.
Honest.
I can't let you do that. What I can't let Shady McCoy do is make the leader of the team, the best player on the team, the top 12 player all time, be exempt from the responsibility of the team not performing. The Suns have lost 15 of their last 21 games. What I would suggest is Kevin Durant's gravitational pull needs to bring everybody upwards, not allow a Suns organization, mind you, that was the second best organization the previous 3 years cumulatively in all of basketball before you showed up, Kevin Durant. I'm not going to suggest that organization brought you down.
Yeah.
I'm not going to suggest that because Devin Booker had won 60 games. Shout out to Chris Paul. Shout out to the coach who left to go to the Detroit Pistons. Devin Booker had won 60 games. Devin Booker had been to an NBA Finals. Then all of a sudden, Devin Booker, you think you know better. You think you're getting Kevin Durant, the god. You think everything else is going to be great. And now you're looking abysmal as a record, and you're looking abysmal as a team. And furthermore, it's looking chaotic. Show the clip of Kevin Durant arguing with the coach, Coach Bud. It's looking chaotic. Not only are y'all a bad basketball team, there's not even any control on the court. So for me, Shady, I can't allow you to say that Kevin Durant is being brought down by everybody else.
Okay, so whatever your thing with Kevin Durant, whatever it may be, the leadership and all that, but everywhere he's been at, he's been the best player though.
Correct.
He goes to
Golden State. I can't say that.
Well, he's a Finals MVP.
I don't want to argue it. I don't want to argue.
I'm just going to tell you what happened. I don't want to argue. I'm going to tell you what happened. He was a Finals MVP both times for a reason. Okay, that's number two. And then let's talk about when he left Golden State. Because people like, oh, well, he didn't do much there, or when he left. So he goes to Brooklyn, right? Clearly the best player in that squad.
Yeah, of course.
When Kyrie Irving was going through all the stuff he was going through off the court with all the issues and all that, and then James Harden with the conditioning and not really performing like we see him performing now, KD was the one that was battling against the Bucks, was he not?
Yes, he was.
Okay?
He was. Went to war against the Bucks.
Other than them losing that game, I didn't know who was the best player because I thought it was Kevin Durant. They couldn't guard him. Yeah. Okay, so what I'm saying is everywhere Kevin Durant goes, him as a player, he delivers his part. When I look at the Suns, they're arguing with the coaches back and forth. Not just only Kevin Durant, but Devin Booker too.
Yeah.
And if you watch the way they play, there's no type of energy.
But here's what I hate.
Real quick, when you ever go to a game, right, and watch TV is different, but when you're in the game, you feel the energy. You feel how competitive guys are. You feel the aggressive bump you, you know?
Yeah.
When you watch them play, you don't see none of that. And that's not just a Kevin Durant thing. That's the whole entire team. So when I say they bring him down, because even Golden State, the Brooklyn Nets, when he was with OKC, the Kevin Durant you seen was a competitor, dude that's hooping.
But I used to see that, James, Chase. We saw that in Phoenix. I won't act like the Phoenix
I haven't seen that yet.
Of 2020, 2021 did not exist.
Yeah.
Because them Suns teams, remember, they won 60 games.
What, you talking about Monty?
Yes. And they went to the NBA Finals, Shady McCoy. And then they thought they was going to get better because they thought they were getting to Kevin. Kevin Durant is a pure hooper.
Yeah.
He is an assassin. He is a mercenary. You hire him to kill.
Yeah.
Don't hire him to develop. Don't hire him to lead. Don't hire him to galvanize. You better have a roster with an influx of talent, and he is a hired hitman.
Yeah.
If everybody else is not in alignment and you need a hired hitman, he's not giving you nothing else besides that.
Yeah, I agree.
You talking about his points? You talking about his points?
Yeah, he's just a hitman. He's a hitman.
See, that's not true either, though.
Yeah,
because when he came to the Warriors, he played defense.
Oh, I'm saying he's not going to give you anything outside of making other people better. Of course, he played defense when you're. I'm not talking about
Number one, KD has not shown us yet that he can just elevate a whole team by himself. He has not shown us that. But forget KD. This is embarrassing by everybody on the Suns and in the Suns organization. Ooh. You have KD, you have Devin Booker, and you have Bradley Beal. And you've lost 15 out of the last 21, and you're not even in the playoff hunt. That's embarrassing as an organization and for them players on the basketball court. KD is way better than that. Book is way better than that. Bradley Beal is way better than that. You should not be out of the playoffs right now. You're not even in the hunt. You're not even in the top 10. You got teams like the Kings and the Mavericks without none of their players in front of you. That's embarrassing to me. I don't care about the effort. I don't care about the shooting. I don't care about the rebounding. I don't care about the arguing with the coach. As you three players on the basketball court, and all three of y'all are walking buckets, fresh out of the bed, who needs buckets? You guys give out work.
That's funny.
And you guys ain't even in the playoff hunt, and then you go out here with Bradley Beal, with Kevin Durant, and Devin Booker, and you lose to Luka and Austin Reeves?
Yeah.
That don't make no sense to me. And I don't really care how great these dudes are, how many all-star appearances you got, none of that. This season with what y'all putting on the basketball court is embarrassing, man, the whole year.
I don't disagree. I'm going to go with a team, though, that has high hopes and even higher aspirations. That's the Lakers. They had a 4-game losing streak. They broke it. I don't care who they broke it against. I don't care how the Suns look. They are a title contender in my mind. Luka has continued to play amazing without LeBron. The key point here is I think that Luka and Jackson Hayes are getting somewhere with this chemistry. You see it time and time again. Luka's finding him. I know they've struggled with size. If Jackson Hayes can play like he has the past couple games, I know he's been hurt, and I know they don't have all their starters back. I like it. So I agree with everything that Katie says. This is a team with higher aspirations. I'm going to go with them because they broke the losing streak.
To that point, 5 of Luka's first 6 assists were to Jackson Hayes.
Just saying.
Like, Luka's turned Jackson Hayes into, like, a formidable big. You know what I mean? Like a big who can give you 18 and 8, a big who can give you 16 and 7.
All the pick and
That's
rolls
good enough to take the Lakers somewhere.
We can't grade them on what they're playing against the Suns. That's all I'm saying. That was
still one, though.
Yeah,